Welcome to Bali. One of the top tourist destinations, one of the top honeymoon destinations in the world, and one of the cheapest and easiest places to travel. Everyone's so loving here. So much good food, and everywhere you go, you'll be met with statues of monkeys, warriors of the monkey god Hanuman. Find out how Hanuman became universal to all faiths. And how Hanuman is celebrated all over Indonesia. You remember from episode 1?
Hanuman is actually Swaroopananda and Swaroopananda is actually Hanuman.
Over COVID asked her to marry me. Long story short, here we are. In a lot of places in Bali, you'll find monkey-like guardians at the front door, in a very similar manner to the gargoyles of the West. These are actually vanaras. According to ancient folklore and scriptures, this was a species in between man and monkey, who were high in intelligence and could speak. I'm not saying that this is proof of Darwin's theory of evolution. However, if you do believe in Darwin's theory of evolution, you really shouldn't have a problem with this.
The statue is Nala and Nila. Hanuman soldier.
This statue is one of Lord Ram is superior, because in Bali the people believe that Lord Ram is a king, and that's why the king has so many warriors. It's like Hanuman, Sugriva, Subali.
Balinese people also like to worship Hanumanji. Hanumanji is an ideal example of how to become loyal servant of God.
Now, in order to understand the monkey god Hanuman, it's clear we have to know the story of Lord Rama, the Ramayana, the original story within which the monkey god Hanuman is first introduced. You may have already heard of Rama, who makes a cameo appearance in India's biggest movie and Oscar contender, RRR. Or from the famous Japanese anime.
See, when somebody is visiting Bali, they will see Ramayana everywhere, especially in the carving. Carving Ramayana. So they naturally love Lord Ram. Lord Vishnu and Lord Ram is just like the heart and the soul of the Balinese people.
People in Bali believe that theirs is Lord Hanuman is for it.
This is
Rama.
Rama.
No problem. Yeah? Okay. When they climb up, don't touch. Yeah.
Okay.
From the minute you step off the plane in Bali, you wouldn't miss statues of Lord Vishnu, his vehicle Garuda, his incarnations, especially that of Rama. Rama and Lakshman, so peace of mind.
The Ramayana is the most popular story in Bali. The Balinese have a tradition that every day our grandmother, grandfather and our father always telling story about Ramayana. And we love Ramayan so much.
Rama itu awatara, bagian daripada Sri Vishnu. Sri Vishnu menjelma jadi Rama. Dan kalau Ramayana itu di Bali sudah semuanya mengerti karena itu ada di
Balinese people perform Ramayana heartful with the heart, and because of this culture we attract so many tourists like that. So it's not just about money, but it's more about character development. So the parents will educate the children through Ramayana. So this story also can purify our mind, purify our habits also. That's why you see Balinese people is very friendly.
The Ramayana plays here are not just a mere tourist attraction, but it is believed that on repeat hearing, society is purified.
Kami di sini juga orang-orang Bali itu biar dapat penyucian, makanya karena orang-orang Bali suka sekali tuh, walaupun itu udah sering ditonton, suka sekali nontonnya seperti itu, didengarkan tentang kisah-kisah tentang Ramayana, Mahabharata, khususnya orang-orang Bali sangat suka sekali.
Bali celebrates the Ramayana through several forms of art, including reading, Kecak drama, Legong dramas, and wayang. These are performed daily throughout Bali. Let me give you a summarized trailer.
Ramayana, we tell the life of the crown prince of the Ayodhya kingdom, named Sri Rama, who struggled to get back his queen named Devi Sita, who was kidnapped by Prabhu Dasamuka Ravana.
At first, Lord Rama, his brother Lakshman, and his wife Sita honor the vow of Rama's father made to his stepmother and live out in exile in the forest. They passed their days quite peacefully, all until Ravana, the tyrant king, known for kidnapping women all over the world, hears of Sita's beauty and wants to have her for himself. He comes up with a plan and tries to use his relative Marichi, who first disagrees, but after a beating, agrees to do whatever Ravana says. In the disguise of a golden deer, he dances in front of Sita and makes her desire to keep him as a pet. But unable to catch him, she asks her husband Rama, Rama, realizing this deer to be a demon, shoots it with an arrow. But Marichi imitates Rama's voice and calls out to Sita and Lakshman, luring Lakshmana away. Ravana tries to make his move on Sita, but finds that she's protected by a magic circle. So he comes back in the disguise of an old wise man. And eventually lures Sita out. The old bird, Jatayu, comes to try and rescue Sita. He couldn't stand for a lady like Sita being mistreated. He's actually a very old bird. this poor bird, Ravana cut off his wings and threw him down. Rama actually came and blessed Jatayu because he was so touched by this bird and what it had done for him. This is where the story introduces Hanuman. Hanuman recognizes Lord Rama to be Vishnu himself. Rama gives Hanuman his ring, trusting that Hanuman would be the one to find her. A whole monkey army is sent looking for Sita. The monkeys and Hanuman search far and wide, but are constantly met with failure. Meanwhile, Ravana tries all his best to court Sita. But he cannot even lay a finger on her, due to a curse that he couldn't make love to a woman against her will. Ravana even tries to show a fake head of Rama to say that he has been defeated. This is where Hanuman first meets Sita. For several months she had been separated from Lord Rama and had been so upset and depressed. Just by being presented the ring of Rama and meeting a good friend, her sorrows had been destroyed. But Hanuman was not ready to return without teaching the bad guys a lesson. He wanted to strike fear in the hearts of anyone who would dare to torment Sita again. But this behavior only gets him caught. And Ravana decides the best way to punish a monkey is to burn his tail. But Hanuman is unstoppable. Hanuman reports back to Lord Rama. all the monkeys round up and build the bridge to Lanka, preparing for war. Ravana's son strikes Rama and Lakshman with serpent arrows, which bind them, and the whole monkey army thinks that they may die. But this is when Garuda makes his appearance. Vehicle of Lord Vishnu and the sworn enemy of snakes. As soon as Garuda appears, the serpent darts disappear in fear. The mighty battle commences. Then Ravana's brother Kumbhakaran enters the battlefield. Kumbhakaran actually grabbed Sugriva, the chief of the monkeys. He was carrying him away. And at this time, all the monkeys rounded up and jumped on him. They started biting him and scratching him and pulling off bits of his flesh. His ear came off, his nose came off. Kumbhakarna was really, really big. He could actually snatch monkeys and put them in his mouth and eat them. The way Kumbhakaran dies in the end, Rama first shoots off his arm, then his other arm, then both of his legs. Still, Kumbhakaran jumps at him like a shark, but Rama fills his mouth full of arrows until he can no longer breathe before he shoots off his head too. And finally, the big bad guy, Ravana himself, enters the battlefield. And is killed at the hands of Lord Rama himself. After this, Rama and Sita are reunited. The love for this scene in particular can be seen in many Indonesian weddings, regardless of religion. Hanuman is the one who brings the bride and groom together and performs a service much like a priest. Sita is one of the strongest feminine characters that we have in our ancient stories. I know a lot of TV dramas have made her out to be this melodramatic, sad character, but when you read the books, man, Ravana tried again and again and again to win her over, and he was met with, you know, you can cut me with your sword, but I'll never turn away from Rama. She had the guts to say that to somebody so powerful, who had brought down celestials. Sita was the only one who was able to talk back to him and put him in his place. So, when you watch TV series, think twice. Go and read the books. When she walks through this fire, the fire actually carries her through, and the fire reveals her full identity as the goddess herself. So yeah, Game of Thrones. If you like Game of Thrones, you definitely enjoy reading Ramayana. Now, alongside the Ramayana, the Balinese also celebrate the Mahabharata, the epic in which Krishna appears.
So the most important part for Balinese people is also when Krishna spoke about Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. Rama and Krishna is same. They are all incarnation of Vishnu.
You will also find Buddha in Bali. Buddha is also considered to be an incarnation of Vishnu and therefore a future incarnation of Lord Rama.
Kalau di dalam Bhagavad Gita, Krishna bersabda, yada yada idamasa glane bauti awal. Tapi karena adat masyarakat adat manusia jangan aham.
The famous one is when Krishna says, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutanam dharmasya tadatmanam srijamayana. So wherever there is a calamity, I will appear. That's the famous sloka of Bhagavad Gita.
Aku, Krishna sendiri muncul, itu kan sudah jelas gitu. Setiap ada hal atau dharma proses itu seperti Sri Rama, beliau muncul sebagai Sri Rama.
Another one also karmani vadhikaraste mapalesu kadachana. So do your duty but don't expect any return.
Saya pribadi Bhagavad Gita menurut aslinya yang dijelaskan oleh Srila Prabhupada.
Having read several versions of this amazing tale, I'd like to share with you some of my personal favorites. If you're looking for an introduction, check out The Inner Ramayana by Swami Swaroopananda. If you want the full Valmiki Ramayana as an audiobook, check out Amala Bhakta Swamy's version, freely available online. If you want to read a full novel specifically about Hanuman, then I recommend Vanamali's version, which tells the story through Hanuman's eyes, combining incidents from various authentic scriptures. Another great version, which also requires some background knowledge, is the Tulsidas Ramacaritamanas, which is the most celebrated version in India today, now available in English through Gitapress. And if you have any personal favorites, please recommend them in the comment section below.